Today, shortly before 10 o'clock at 9:47 a.m., the Los Angeles County Fire Department received a 911 call of a potential helicopter down in a brush fire at the intersection of Los Virgenes Road and Willow Glen Street in the city of Calabasas.
Welcome to Next Topic Podcast, where the only rule is to stay on topic and no topic is off limits. My name is Lo. This is January the 28th, episode number 5.
Ooh, 5? Damn.
Yes.
Top five.
Now introduce yourselves for people who are just now listening.
Yes, my name is Shad.
I'm Cam in the building.
I'm Abel. Abel, actually.
No AKAs.
Ooh.
No AKAs.
Okay.
Just
I gotta
Abel.
pronounce his own name. Okay, and so if you tuned in last week and the week prior, we were talking about relationships. We got into also social media and how that affects relationships.
And dating as well.
Yeah, and just like casual dating. Let's say the right term, right?
Yeah.
And this week we wanted to just talk about like thirst traps because
Booty.
they're out there.
Shit.
And yeah.
Cakes, okay.
So Rashad, I'll kick it over to you.
You want to kick it over to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all tell me, in y'all opinion, what is the definition of a thirst trap? Like, what is a thirst trap, Cameron?
A thirst trap is
Oh, we're gonna start with Cameron.
if we go on vacation and you take a picture in your bikini, that's fine. But if you land on the lawn chair, stomach down, ass up, and you looking back, that's a thirst trap. You looking
Not
for
stomach
attention.
down, ass up.
Why you very
You
specific?
lay on the
Yeah,
lawn chair like
whoa.
females be laying on the lawn chair and
Do
be, like,
they?
poking it. I can show you a couple right now.
Oh,
Instagram.
okay.
That's a thirst trap.
Okay, Abel, in your definition, what's a thirst trap?
What's a thirst trap? Obviously, I kind of do agree with you. A thirst trap is like a picture you're gonna post on your story or on your actual gram, whatever that is, that you know off top is gonna get people responding to it in a flirtish way.
Okay.
Thirst trap.
Yeah,
You need
well-
that attention right away.
Yes. Lauren, what's a
I'm gonna
thirst trap?
post this. Yeah, go ahead.
It ain't even got to be a photo. It can be a freaking tweet or a status, whatever, like the caption. Anything you put out into the atmosphere that, you know, is done for the intention of like receiving some sort of
Some sort of what?
Attention.
attention.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, that works.
What you think a thirst trap is?
Yeah, we're
Well, I know the actual definition of a thirst trap because according to, it's actually in dictionary.com.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Yes.
you should
Okay.
read it.
But
Yeah,
is
thirst
it in
trap.
the Webster?
Definition.
I don't know if it's Webster, but this is
Dictionary.com.
yeah, dictionary.com. Okay, it's kind of funny. It's like set a scene, get the right angle, reveal a little thigh, and snap. A thirst trap is a sexy photo posted on social media to attract attention. It can also refer to a person considered sexy, a social media crush.
So
but I don't
laying
think it
on
has
the
to be a
lawn
photo.
chair with that
Attention.
booty out, looking back. Exactly what I said.
Like, but according to Urban Dictionary,
Okay,
which is
come on, get to it.
a sexy photo or flirty message posted
there
on
we
social
go.
media for the intent of causing others to publicly profess their attraction. This is done not to actually respond or satisfy any of this attention, but to feed the poster's ego or need for attention at the expense of time, reputation, and sexual frustration of those who view the image or reply.
Wow. Okay. Urban
Yeah,
Dictionary.
Right there,
That was
Urban
better
Dictionary.
than
Hey, he
Dictionary.
has words at the end too, though.
Dictionary.com.
Yes,
Game,
sir.
Right. So that's from Urban Dictionary. So basically, like with the thirst trap, do you guys see thirst traps on your social media?
Oh,
And-
all the time. But you know what's funny? I think I see it
Lord
more
have
in
mercy.
captions and stuff than I do. Well, I mean, I see it in the photos or videos, but like certain things that people say where it's like either letting it be known that I'm single, letting it be known that I'm doing this thing. You know what I mean? There's certain, like, people will say I'm doing this or what have you in order to get this attention from the opposite sex, same sex, whatever your preference is. I see that a lot.
Do you?
I do. I do.
Surprising. I don't
I
see
see
that
that a
much.
lot.
I don't think I
really
read
do.
people captions enough.
Yeah, I look picture. Either I'm gonna like it or I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna keep going. On Twitter, either I'm gonna retweet it if it's short and sweet. I'm not reading no goddamn paragraph.
Facts.
But even when like people post
I
like
might,
song
depending
lyrics,
on who it is.
Oh.
you get what I'm saying? Like they could be in front of the Eiffel Tower, but it'd be like, you know, some Jay-Z lyric or something other where it's like, oh, let me no, listen, it's like, let me show you how attractive I am. You know what I mean? How great of a I consider that thirst trapping too.
Really?
I do.
Like, if you're talking about what though?
I
Hold
do.
on. Like, if you're talking about, like, let's say, I don't know, you post a picture and you're not talking about your attraction or whatever. You're talking about, like, I don't know, some real shit. Like,
But look,
if you're talking
the
about,
intent is what I'm really getting
Okay,
at. So,
okay.
like, if the intent is to say, like, okay, I'm putting this into the atmosphere for someone else to pick this up
Got
and
you.
be like, ooh,
That's called
you know,
Pick
like I'm
Me
trying.
Twitter.
What is
Let's
that?
pick me Twitter.
You know how they got like different Twitter
This
communities?
nigga said,
They got
No,
black,
we don't
black
know.
Twitter. They got
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
got
shit
you.
like
That's
that.
the only
That's-
Twitter I acknowledge.
That's called Pick Me Twitter. The
I got
motherfuckers who push it out there just like pick me.
got you.
For attention.
That,
Yeah.
but that's how I feel about
Yeah,
thirst
that's
traps.
the
It's
pick
like
me Twitter.
pick me.
Okay, and so when you see these thirst traps, do you guys fall for them?
Sometimes it depends on what it is, child. So,
That's
is
actually a
falling
good
for it,
question.
though?
That's actually
Like,
a good
would
question.
you respond? Are you like double tapping? Or are you
Nope.
sliding to the DMs?
the
No.
most I do is a double tap. The most I do is a double tap.
So you have
I-
never
I-
slid into a DM
I can't say
based
that.
on a thirst
I
trap?
can't say that.
I was gonna say, I know you lied. Okay.
Because some of them, you know, it's some where you be like, this nice right here. I know I could get this. You feel me? So I'll be like, let me try. Let me see what I can do. And you slide in the DM. You're like, okay, I say, hey, big head.
Oh, that's
Oh, hey, big.
hey,
head.
big head.
I
is
wouldn't
the
say like
biggest.
that, but low key, if it's a friend of mine that I know very closely, that I have a solid relationship with, and they barely post thirst trap, thirst pics, thirst trap, whatever, and they do, then I'm like, I will. It's not even hype them up, but I'll show love. Like, I'll slide in their DMs and be like, oh, okay.
Boy,
that's
if you
what we
don't-
doing
But
right now.
I'm like, the
You know what I'm
DMs,
saying?
that's real personal.
I'd be like, that's
versus
what we
leaving a
doing right now,
comment.
whatever. But I would never. But it's clear on that other end too that I'm just being like goofy, whatever.
Why can't you just
In
do
the
it comments?
DMs.
In the comments, because everybody gonna see that.
Of course. How about you
I'm
hyping
like,
them
yeah.
up?
Nah,
so, like,
I'm cool.
It's not like you shooting your shot.
I'm like, you shooting your.
Yes, sir. Like, I'm not gonna be on the
So you're not
comments while
hyping them up.
You shooting your
the
shot.
No,
Yes,
it's not me
yes.
shooting my shot.
You're
'cause-
shooting and
because-
disguising it as hype.
No,
You being sneaky,
y'all gotta-
man.
personal about
Nah,
it.
look.
And we
so,
thought you was the good guy on the panel.
Look,
Nah, that nigga ain't
this
shit.
the way it is. So let's say a friend of mine, a woman, a girl that's a friend of mine. We
Okay.
have that established already. Like, we never done stuff. She posts something that's like a thirst
you
trap.
couldn't.
You know what I mean? That too. But she posts something that's like, oh, I could feel that she wants like attention. Like, it's like a cute.
You
little
feel that she wants
situation.
attention, or you think she look good?
Both.
Okay.
Okay, come on, keep
I'm
going.
gonna slide to the DM and say like, "Oh, that's what we doing now." Well, but
Boy,
like,
if you don't see that,
That's
very
flirtatious.
So that's what we're doing.
You are
Hey,
flirting.
It is
Bro,
flirting. It is
that's
flirting
flirting.
in a way, but at the same time, I'm
Hey.
not going like. And if she do respond something like, blah, 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 I'm not going to take it to the extent where it's like I'm trying to push the issue.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
If that makes sense.
Bullshit.
I'm serious.
Bullshit.
That's how I
So
am.
what's
Like,
the point
I
of-
would legit.
Bullshit.
What's the point? It's like
You
it's
You
like.
sound like a nigga lying right now to that girl.
No, it's like, look, bro, the way I look at it is like, if I have
Yeah,
a solid
I just
friendship
thought
with this
hard
person,
eyes
you know what I
for
mean?
shoes, I don't want it.
My side of like, you know what I mean? My side of like either commenting or DMing is low key like validating that thirst trap. You know what I mean? It's like she posted it, so I'm saying you look good.
So you just out here stamping niggas' papers and shit, validating thirst traps. You
Low
goddamn
key,
notary
I'd be like,
nigga.
hey, you look good. You
No,
feel me?
but that's a little different.
You look
Adele.
good.
You're
God
saying
damn it.
you look good, and then like when people say, "Oh, that's,"
But
what
I'm not
we
gonna press the
doing,
issue.
Right.
You know, you
right. Oh, so that's what we doing? So you ain't just gonna send that to me? It's for everybody.
Your fine ass.
Was that what you Oh,
You are
Hey,
shooting
look.
your
Okay,
shot.
okay.
This nigga
I'm
out here
not.
in the rain.
Obviously, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in the comments. That's probably what's going on in my head. I'm like,
Okay, so
that's
clearly,
what we doing. Bet. Put
you're
some emoji.
falling into the
Boom.
thirst trap.
Yes,
Sure.
you fell
You don't
in
know
on
it,
your face.
but you're
drank the
falling.
Kool-Aid, my nigga.
Probably, because some thirst traps be vicious. Like, whoa, she really posted that. But again, like I started off the sentence with, is somebody that barely posts thirst traps. If they do, then I'm like, yo, this is low key.
So now you
this
see
is
it in a
low-key
different
crazy.
light. So you like, let me shoot my shot.
Yeah,
I
because
think
I
your
know
booty
that
now I want
individual.
it.
Right. That's why I said, let me shoot my shot. He said, yeah.
No, it's not about shooting my
It's
shot. It's more so like, I'm gonna let you know that you're attractive. I'm gonna let you know what it is, but I'm not pressing the issue. Like, I'm not tripping.
But you are, because, so this is what we
I'm gonna
doing.
let her know. Like, you attractive. I
am
think of that of you.
shocked right now.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like,
Oh.
you know what I
Hey,
mean?
I just want y'all to know he ain't no better than me.
Oh, no, he's worse.
It's not that. It's,
I'm
like I
blunt
said,
about my
it's gotta
shit.
be my friend though. Like
Wolf
somebody
in
that have
sheep's
a.
clothing.
Man.
Stop playing me.
Nigga,
Don't
you
play
out
me.
here biting.
It's gotta be
You
somebody.
No, Abel, this is what you're doing. You have this one friend. She don't post all the stuff.
Yeah.
Then she thinks she look cute one day. Want to
Yup.
send a little pic. She's a little pic. Here you go.
Yup.
Slide in the DMs. Oh, so what's up, baby? So that's what we doing. She
Ooh,
was-
I'm gonna let her
Not
know.
baby or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Oh,
just
that-
gonna say where the baby come from.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, hey, Shirley. That's what we doing.
Yup.
And then
Not
and then she's like,
Shirley.
oh, yeah, I was going to talk away. And then you never respond
It's
back.
not even-
That's even worse.
hey, it's not even responding though. I would say some shit like, if it's a dope photo, I'm gonna be like, hey.
Bro, you can't sugarcoat it.
Let
I'm
him
not
go, let him go.
sugarcoating. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what we doing. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I'll probably try to, you know what I mean, show some love.
What do you mean behind that's what we doing? What are your intentions?
Right, because
behind
we
it?
got
Obviously,
different
I think it's
interpretation.
fire for me to respond, so she knows. Like, I'm gonna be like, that's what we doing for real. Like, you know what I mean?
You
Like,
saying,
y'all
you
here
saying it like you like, so for real you gonna put that out there when you know I want it?
low key.
So listen,
but
he's
this is the thing.
responding to the thirst trap with a thirst trap of his own.
Yes.
Hey,
It just-
that's what's up.
It's just
yeah,
thirstiness
low-key.
just all over the table.
But
This nigga ain't
But
shit.
I
but
bet I am
nah, it's not
flabbergasted
that.
at
But
you.
it's like I'm not gonna be like everybody in her DMs talking about you're beautiful, heart eyes. No,
Because
I'm
you
gonna
trying
say
to stand out.
no. But it's because the type of relationship I have with her is a friendship. So I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what we doing now.
It's
It's
a
crazy.
friendship now
It's
until
like
you
a
can
funny
change it.
little. I'm a funny
Until
little.
can
You know what I
slide in
mean?
something
Okay.
else besides the DM.
He is on this friend
Funny
trip.
flirting.
He flirting.
FF,
He flirting.
funny flirting. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not fetch, but that's not gonna catch on. FF, that ain't gonna.
Is that not fancy? Is
Funny
that the Mean
flirting.
Girls quote?
Yeah, that's a Mean Girls quote.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
Not fast.
But that's what
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
And then if I really feel serious about it though,
You
then
do
I'm
this
not
a
gonna
lot.
slide in. You know what I mean?
You do
I
what?
might slide in the DM, but I'm gonna take it further. But if not, I'm gonna just say whoop and make a funny conversation
Yeah,
and
oh,
slide out the
algorithm.
DM.
Right. I'm like,
Okay.
well, you respond to. I never
Simple.
really responded to a thirst trap. Like
No.
that.
Some thirst trap, you got to respond. I'm
Clearly.
sorry, you just have to. Like you just gotta appreciate the beauty. Like the fact that they're so confident and they take that kind of photo. It's like, yo, you doing your thing.
You can't appreciate it
With a double
by
tip?
liking and moving
Everybody liking it. Her auntie liking the
So
picture.
you're trying to stand out.
For
Yes,
what
ma'am.
reason?
on. But when I
For
just
what
said you try to
reason?
stand out, you said no.
I'm standing out in a different way. I'm telling her, like, yo, that's what we doing for real. It's like a little friendly flirt. You feel me? It's like a
You
friendly
can slide
flirt.
into the DM.
Like, it's like, oh, that's what we doing now. It's
friendly
crazy.
flirt.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Whoop,
Okay.
you
So,
leave.
Abel, do
You handle your
post
business.
your own thirst traps?
It's not even thirst traps. I just
Okay, what
post.
you call them?
Do you know what's crazy? I was gonna say this.
today.
call them friend
Little
traps?
do-rag in the snow.
You're hella funny. I post stories sometimes that I'm just like,
You call them friend traps? They not
no,
thirst
I
traps?
just post stories and some people respond to them in a specific way, and I'm like, bet if that's how you. I never post pictures or stories that I'm like, yup.
That you're
people
wanting to
finna
get
slide.
attention from.
You know what I mean? I post them. Some of them I barely post shit, but when I do post, it's like, you feel me? Sometimes it's just like the lighting look good on me. You feel me? It's like, oh, I just, you know, you just slide right to your on Insta, and the camera comes on. You're like, oh shit, all right, bet, boom, take a
Never
picture.
look good with a
Oh,
camera.
story.
Okay, that off guard front facing camera is not cute.
I'm just saying,
Not
sometimes it
for
do
you.
happen. It's like I'm gonna post a picture, I'm gonna post a story. People really do be sliding, and if that's the case, it comes with it. That's social media. But I never intentionally like I'm about to post this because I know this person gonna comment. That's too much.
But I don't think sometimes it's not like you are looking for attention from that one specific person.
person.
But it's like a
Any
lot of
type
times
of
it's like
attention.
Actually, I had this conversation with Dustin like the other day. Like, I have a cute face, or like when I'm not wearing makeup, I'm cute.
Why the quotes?
Because
she ain't
That's
cute,
what
she
someone-
ugly.
Whoa! Whoa!
Because that's someone said. That's
Right,
what someone said,
I
right?
am
So you
cute.
gotta
I
quote 'em.
look a lot younger than I am. And then
Gotcha.
sometimes when I told, because we were talking about makeup, people wearing makeup, and I was like, like sometimes I like to wear makeup because it makes me look a little more mature. And he's like, you mean sexy and not cute? And I'm like, well, yes. Sometimes I like to be a little sexier or whatever.
And then you
And so
post it.
like, no, I'm not saying I post it every time I put makeup on, but what I'm saying is sometimes you see pictures of yourself that are cute and you post those, whatever. But then you see a picture of yourself and you're like, damn, I look good, you know? And you posting because you want, like I said last time, like you want to, yes, bitch, work
Want
it,
some
all
sort
this,
of
like,
attention.
yeah, and it can technically be a thirst trap even when you're just wanting like your girlfriends
them
to
hard eyes
to
in
hype
my
you
head.
up,
Right,
you
yeah.
know. So it's like it's not a thirst trap in the sense that you trying to get someone to slide in your DMs and you go on a date with them or hook up with them, whatever. It might just be like, you know what, I look the fuck good. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yup. I post pictures on my Insta because one day I'm gonna tell my kids like your daddy was out here, like you know what I mean?
Out here
Killing the
doing
game,
what?
killing the game, like you know what I'm saying? Like he was just doing his thing. Do
Who
that.
is this person?
This
Talk about
nigga
who
is
this man?
wild.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Like
this man.
that's what I be thinking. Like my kids gonna like this picture. I'm gonna post it.
Not my
What?
kids.
Not my kids.
They gonna be like,
Posting
Daddy,
thirst
that's
trap
what
for
you was
your
doing in your
kids.
20s. Say less.
Post thirst trap for the children.
This nigga
Not
is-
for the children, but I just post.
You
That's how I
wildin'.
think. I'd be like, you know what? This picture, I'm gonna look down on it a couple years and be like, yup, my kids like this shit.
This nigga is crazy.
That's how I think.
You
I'm
done
sorry.
went all the way
This
left.
nigga is trapping for the kids.
I'm not, for my kids. Shit.
Wait, no.
Kids,
Thirst trapping for the children.
like they be saying, F them kids.
Fuck them
Y'all
kids.
crazy, man.
Oh, not the poor children out here. Oh, daddy.
Y'all hella
Daddy,
funny.
he ain't got no clothes on.
I be looking at some pictures of my dad a couple years ago, like, damn, he look fly. Like, that's
Now
what's up.
our parents
You
did
feel
have
me?
some thirst traps.
That's
with the
what I'm
leather
saying.
pants,
Yeah,
That's
them
what I want.
Speedos,
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Like old school shit with
Yes.
the afro picked out and
I mean,
everything. And I'm like,
70s.
damn,
Yes.
I want to grow my hair now. That's what I want my kids to experience.
Yeah, that's
So,
different, Abel. That make a clear difference between like you it being a nice picture for the children and like you person thirst trap for your kids
For
to
the
see.
bitches. You either
If a
post for the
picture look
bitches or
good-
for the kids.
Okay, if a picture look good and I know it looks good of me, I'm gonna post it. Why not?
Are you posting
Yes.
for the bitches or the kids? There's a difference, my nigga.
Well, the kid's not here yet.
About my kids gonna see it and think I look good. No.
Your daddy was
Kid's
out
not
here.
here yet. So yes,
I guess
sir.
another question is when is a thirst trap too thirsty? When is that? When has it gone too
Damn, that's
far?
real. That's real.
When you like, this nigga like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym, pump up, get a little swole,
Uh-huh.
get in the shower and have my towel so I'm glistening, and then I'm gonna take the picture. When you plan out your shit, that's too far, my nigga. That's too far.
I don't think that's too far.
I gotta be looking
I'm
at my own
gonna
shit.
agree a little bit with Cameron here. I can't believe I'm saying this.
I'd be like, oh, like
But I am
bells is going
gonna.
off.
Oh, you're right. I'm agree
I
a
did
little
something
bit.
right, y'all.
Like when you, I mean, unless you are doing a photo shoot, like you can go too far by like planning it all out. Like that's just doing entirely too much.
I don't
You know-
mind that.
Oh,
Per
it's
se.
doing too
I have to
much.
think like
It's
when
cheesy.
when too much things are exposed. I think
That too.
it like goes like too far.
Exposed as far as what? You talking
Private
about like,
areas.
like a dick print?
I'm not mad at those, but
That's too much. That
That's
is
exposed.
But, and the thing is too, what's funny about that is I've seen people post those pictures and try to act like they didn't know their
knew.
stuff was showing. They'll be like, oh, and then like the comments will blow up and it's like you knew your stuff was out there.
Because I've had a picture like that before. I took a picture of myself.
And you
in the
knew.
mirror. I swear to God, I didn't. Until somebody literally screenshotted it, circled it, and sent it back to me.
Rashad. I mean,
mean,
before I post a picture, I'm analyzing everything.
look at
I'm going to
everything.
see
I
what.
just look at my face.
No.
not photography.
Look,
Okay.
hey, everything ain't work. Everything ain't work.
You seen it, and that's
I
the
feel
reason
like-
you posted it.
You know what's
She
crazy?
seen it.
I feel like a lot of the obviously, I'm not even gonna lie. Like if there's a picture you want to post on Instagram, you hit your boys like, "Hey, bruh, I need a caption for this or whatever." I'm not gonna lie, we do that, right?
Right, people do that.
But I'm not gonna lie and say like I've posted a picture very intentional, like oh, my shit is like, my dick print is. I don't post pictures like that. I just know me. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna be the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not me. So I don't do that. But I post pictures that I like. If that makes sense. If I like them, I know other people gonna like them.
No.
Facts. Because
No,
look,
they're
we're
not.
our self-worth critic. So we always
No,
say
that's
like,
true, but I'm just
you know what
saying
I'm saying?
can assume that just because
Grandmama
you
gonna
like it, everybody
like
else
it.
gonna like
Or
it.
your kids.
That one female that been trying to get at you.
But what I'm saying is,
don't
it's like
like
if
it.
I'm content with it, fuck it. Like people gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah,
be content
yeah,
with it. If
yeah.
not, I don't
Oh,
care.
you don't have
That's
to.
where I'm at. So it's like when I post my pictures,
You're
it's
not
like
looking for dick. You just looking like if I.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
If I like the picture. Because I'm saying, y'all talking about dick prints.
I'm looking for
I'm saying like dick prints and shit.
I ain't even
like,
going.
I'm saying you not looking to see if your dick print is out. You just like, I like the picture, I'm gonna post it.
But you
There's
should.
those
Okay.
accidental pictures where you
right, because
just
I'm
post.
like to your point about being our own worst critic. When I see a photo of myself, I'm looking at every little thing. Like, oh my
Facts.
god, look at those acne marks over there, and look at this, and look at that.
If
So
it-
I know you. If you're looking at
I
an
don't get
image
acne.
of your body,
So,
I know you're. Oh, Cameron.
I don't get
But
that.
I get what you mean.
Whatever
I
it
get you.
is, like oh,
Whatever
my
the-
body,
whatever
this
the
and
fact
that.
is,
my
It's
nipples.
like,
Whatever the fact
Ooh,
is, you're always
what?
gonna be. You're always gonna notice some things that people might even notice about your picture.
So you should notice
I got
if
you.
your
I got
genitals
you.
are exposed.
I got you.
Or anything you don't want to be exposed. That shouldn't
It
be
was
exposed.
one time. I
And so if
did-
they're
I didn't
exposed and you
notice.
like the way it looked, you like, I want these girls to see it. Yes,
Yeah,
you gonna
it was
post
one time
it.
I, honest to God, didn't notice.
You
that
are
the print
lying.
was out. Honest to God.
No.
Well, you gotta be more careful because these pictures are going on the internet and could possibly be there forever.
I think about
Exactly.
that. I think
Yeah.
about that a lot.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
I really
after
do.
she sent it to
I
me,
do.
it looked nice. You know
I
what I'm
do
saying?
think
It's
about that
that's
a lot,
fine
like-
dick print right there. I was okay with it.
Nah, B.
I was
I'm,
fine
I'm,
with it.
I'm telling you to analyze your pictures more before you
I was
post.
just.
I think about that a lot though. I'm not gonna
Fine
lie.
with
Because
me.
nowadays anybody could screenshot your shit.
It's
Right.
done. As soon
And
as you
it's
put it out
forever
there,
stay
it's
there.
done.
So I'm always cautious of like whatever I put out is something that I could stand behind. Like if somebody
Mm-hmm.
said like, why were you putting out a picture when you were drinking with your homies? I'm okay with that. Like, what do you mean? Like I'm grown. Like I was celebrating something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if it's something that's wild, then it's like, I know I'm gonna regret it. I'm not putting it out. I might save it on my,
Right.
on my
Right.
photo gallery, but I'm not gonna.
People
put
be
it
out here butt ass naked.
I might save it on my gallery, but I would never
first trap
ever
right
send it to
there.
anybody else.
Yeah.
This nigga, no.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and you do gotta be more careful because like employers and stuff look at people's like
Yeah,
socials and
that-
stuff
yeah.
like that. So be careful what you post.
Yeah.
But not
Be
only
smart.
that, you know what I think about too is like your future partner. Like at a certain point, like
I ain't wifing
it stop
the girl with the booty,
it stops
y'all.
becoming special. If everyone has
got
a
access to
preview
it, yeah.
into what you look like in your most intimate moments, like
That's real.
But you
I
know
don't
what
like that.
You know what I haven't seen that I do want to see as far as thirst trap goes? It's just new 3D pictures that be out. I ain't
Not
never
the little
seen-
dance he did with it.
It's just new 3D pictures that be out. I ain't
Not
never
the little
seen-
dance he did
I
with
ain't
it.
never seen a 3D the thirst trap.
A 3D.
I don't know about
You know
this.
how you
I
get
don't
those?
even-
You know you
Is
get
this on
those pictures
Instagram?
and you like turn your phone and you get
Like Will Smith be doing.
So you want a 3D nude trap?
3D thirst trap.
Thirst. Okay. I was
Where
gonna
you
say,
take a picture
bro.
like this and I can see around your whole
Boy, if you
It's called porn.
See, that's the photographer of him coming out. He said it's a good
Maybe.
You wildin'.
Maybe y'all both might be right. I mean,
Different
porn
web-
and photographer.
Different
I-
websites.
I
So-
think I would say this though, like I really do. There's a distinction between somebody that's confident. Like I follow some people that are my friends that are like they post damn near every day. And every day that they post, they low key look solid in a video or photos, whatever. It's like okay, I know that you look good, so I know that every day you're giving out a highlight of what your day was about in a video story. I get that, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, you look good, you doing that, perfect, dope. But I think there's a distinction between like, if you're obviously the only validation that you need is from yourself. Like if
Yes.
you do know you look good, you're straight, you don't need to post every day.
Like bang.
Okay, there you go. If you feel like that way, I don't think you need to post every day of an Instagram post of different angles and shit like that. Why? You know what I mean? So that's my thing. It's like if I see someone post every day, I'm low key in my mind, because social media is like experimentation too. We always are like judging people off of what they post. You know what I mean? So it's like if I know a girl that's posting shit every day and it's always like trying to look bad or whatever, I'm low-key gonna start thinking like she might not be confident.
Or she's just trying to show off that body she just bought.
No. Or it's too.
Hey, Paulette, that's real. That's real. That too. No, that
I
too.
think we read a lot into like what people are posting.
I've heard
That's
somebody
real.
have
Yeah,
no
because that's
clue
good
what
amount of
they're
our day
going
nowadays.
through.
I've heard
Like, we
somebody
just
say it. I just want to show off the body I just bought. I just
Yup.
Oh,
bought
sure.
that body
Yeah.
last year.
Yup.
And you know what?
Yup.
Kudos to you if that's what you want to do.
Yup.
Good for you. Do you?
Yup.
You
No,
know,
that's real.
I don't think we should always necessarily judge people if they post like a sexy pic. I don't like people who post anything every day, but
I really don't even check for people that post stuff every day, if that makes sense too, though.
I think I post on my story every day.
I don't look at.
But
stories.
if you the homie, I'm for sure gonna check like what you on. But other than that, if I'm really not associating with you on that level, then it's like I'm not gonna check your shit every
Right.
day.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
Yeah, I go check it every day. But if I
Plus,
see it,
most of
I'm
the shit that you working is about your work. It's about photography, so
Yeah.
So we got into this last episode, but talking about like relationships and the social media that you like maintain during your relationship. So let's say your partner is posting thirst traps before you get together and they gain all this like following, right? And now they're doing ads for companies, Fashion Novas and whoever else, right? When you get in a relationship, is it okay for your partner to continue posting thirst traps? And when I say thirst traps, I'm talking about dick print, dick print, dick print, dick print, dick print, dick prints,
Yes.
ass shots, all this stuff. Is that okay? And then like you have all these people like with the hard eyes, like, you know, just lusting over your partner. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes.
you comfortable with it?
Absolutely.
How you got them?
All right. Because at this point, I think of it like you can see, but you can't touch. Y'all can see it all you want. Give a fuck. I want
So
you
you're
to-
okay with them seeing?
Absolutely. I'm not.
To
I'm
what
not-
extent of your partner are you okay with them seeing?
I'm not gonna have you change any of the content that you've created because you were doing that before me. Who the fuck am I to have you change that? You know what I'm saying? Especially if
That's
this is how you made your way to get to these companies to give you money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I got access to all that shit. If we together, niggas can see it all day. They can't touch it. I can touch the shit. So
What if there's no money involved?
at that point, it's still the same. It's still the same.
Because people make things okay when people get a check.
Yeah.
No, even then, like, you can see, but you can't touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to change anything that you got going. Because that'd be insecure of me.
Got you.
I got you the same way these niggas looking at you. And at that point, it goes to trust. Do I trust that if somebody sliding your DMs like I did and got you, that you going to shut that shit down because we together? So, yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to change nothing you doing.
Well, I mean, personally, I feel like certain things, like when you're in a relationship with somebody, what's mine is mine, and what is the rest of the world's is theirs. And so, like, I kind of feel like what you share with me, like, it should be special and, like, kind of sacred. And so I don't feel like I should be sharing the same things with the rest of the world. That is you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
He
and so,
posting
like,
a picture of his abs and his chest. You getting the dick, they not.
This nigga.
I'm
man.
just saying.
I feel like it's deeper than that though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's, I don't
It's
know.
deeper
I just,
than.
I'm a little old fashioned in that regard. Like, when it comes to, like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think to some extent, this is what I learned is like when you get in a relationship, to some extent, you do feel like that other person, and this might sound problematic, but that other person belongs to you.
Oh, not belong.
Well, you kind of.
It does. In a lot of ways, it does because
like, this
their
is
time
mine.
belongs to you. Their
I mean, it
emotion
is.
belongs to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like
fine.
this person belongs to you. Their loyalty, their respect, and all that.
Their body.
And the minute that you feel like, big part. No, that's real. Big part, their body. So it's like, the minute that you feel like they're sharing that with someone else too, you feel as if you're
someone's taken away from you.
exactly, and that might have to do with ego. That might have to do with monogamy, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know yet, but what I know is like it's so important to allow that person that you're in a relationship with to have their freedom too, because the more they're constipated, I feel like the more
Constipated.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
there you go, or whatever it
The
is.
more your partner can't shit.
The more they feel like they don't have freedom. There you go. I feel like the more they're gonna be like, wow, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, how do you allow your partner to have the most freedom they can at the same time make them feel like you're the person they come to? You know what I mean?
Experience.
Yeah.
I also believe like you can't just
even social media plays a role in that, in a weird way.
Yeah, I'm like, cause you can't like start off the bat like you don't like automatically like trust people. Well, I don't. I'm more of a person like trust is like earned than like automatically given sort of the rip. Like I trust you, and then like we don't see if you like break the trust.
Gotcha.
I'm the type of person like the trust has to be built first. And then, because some people are like, oh, they haven't done nothing, so I have no reason not to trust them. I come from a different camp. I'm just like, well, we're going to see what happens. Then we can see if I can trust you. Yeah, so I think it all depends on, like, the person, I think, as well. Because, like, you can be in a relationship, like, with one person, and you can allow them to post the thirst traps, but not the other person to post thirst traps, because this person might not know what to do after you have posted thirst traps in the DMs and stuff, but this person can.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it depends on like who you are in a relationship with. Yeah. I'm like, cause you can't. I'm like, it's some shit you can't do because you can't handle that responsibility. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. So you can't post that, but your other girlfriend because she could handle it. So.
I don't know, but a lot of that I feel like starts to come into your relationship and into your home. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you disconnect from that level of engagement?
What, from thirst trapping?
Yeah, like, I mean, to go back to the previous discussion was talking about, like, if that's what they do prior to you getting in a relationship. And
what they do. That's so funny to me.
I mean, if that's your livelihood, because for some people
Not
it really...
livelihood.
No, for some people it is. And
Thirst trapping is a job.
But I'm saying, like, when does that I mean, I would know because I've never been in a relationship with someone who does that sort of thing. But it's like, when does that get shut off? And then also, when do you allow yourself to be kind of vulnerable with your partner? I feel like putting out thirst traps, like, you're being pretty vulnerable. I mean, for me, like, my body is very sacred. And so putting that out into the Twitter sphere or Instagram sphere on the internet it's like, that's, I don't know, that's sharing a large portion of myself with, folks. And I don't know, I think
So you don't take gym selfies?
Nah.
She don't.
Nah.
Not the one.
You can keep them. You can keep them.
I don't either. No. If you're really working out, you don't look that cute.
No, you don't.
I'm like, if you're really working out, you don't look that cute.
Nor do you have time.
Right.
I mean, when you're done with your workout and you feel good about yourself, those endorphins flowing, and you just like, I did good. I'm starting to look tired. See results.
Yeah, no, and I think it's fine. I'm just saying it's not for me, but I don't judge anyone for posting those photos or whatever, but it's just not for me and not what I want to see my man doing either. Take that down. If you don't sit down.
If you don't sit down.
Episode 2 of Controlling.
No.
Not controlling.
All I'm saying is you can come flex for me or whatever, but you don't need to be doing that.
But you know, you give me the hype I'm looking for. I know you think I'm pretty. Like your partner, like they know you're attracted to me. I need to make sure I know.
I still got it.
I still got it.
Right.
I believe in that. Yeah, definitely.
Alone and you go out to see.
Do you know what it is though?
A girl, or see if you can still get a dude to buy you a drink.
That's still got it. I think that's a little different.
Hell, I'm not going doing nothing past that. I'm just out there. I'm like, okay, how you doing? Yada yada yada. We have a conversation. I get your number. I still got it. I'm gonna get rid of that motherfucker because I don't care. But I just want to see if I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see if the game is there. If the game changed, if I need to, you feel me, advance my shit.
So do you feel like people do that in relationships, like post the thirst trap to just like be like, okay, yeah, I still got it.
I still got it. Yeah.
I think at the same time, if you're young, if like you're in your 20s and you're in a relationship too, I feel like some people feel the need to feel attractive, to feel good, because you know you do look attractive to your partner, but how do you look? I remember, what was it? I think it was like Aisha Curry.
Oh, yeah.
She said she went to the red table. She was like, I do, although she got a, you know, like
'Cause they like the mama.
adult husband,
like
adult
the mama
family. She
more
was like,
than-
I would still feel like I would still like to feel, you know what I mean? And I think it's like, I feel like it's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing wrong wanting to feel
Pretty.
like you're young, wanting to feel like you're alive, wanting to feel attractive, all that.
Sexy,
But
yeah.
as long as you have that boundary where it's like, when you do post those pictures, when people do slide to your shit, and you're like, you know what I mean? It's like, thank you, I'm flattered, but hey, this is where I'm at. You know what I mean? This is my commitment. And if you do draw the line, then who gives a fuck? Like, that's how I feel. Like, if I swear to God, if my girl was to draw that line, you know what I mean? Like, if she was to say like, yo, she posts whatever she wants to post, but she's like, at the end of the day, I know who I'm coming home to. I don't care. And if I have that trust, I don't care. Like, go ahead. I'd probably be one of the motherfuckers commenting on her shit. You know what I mean? I'd be like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Kill the game, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'll probably be one. So it's like,
It's all in fun, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you take it that way, if you have that relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Should be like, oh yeah, I'm your number one hype man at the end of the day. Let's be very clear.
Yup.
Baby, show what you got.
Yup.
Because I'm proud of it.
Yup.
You better be proud of it.
Exactly.
But you know, some people come from different camps. Like, I don't even want to like go down that road. So, like, how about we just don't do it at all?
We don't do what?
The thirst trap, like post the sexy pictures and stuff like that. Let's just not do that. Let's
And
just-
we talk about the 20th century, like our generation just different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just.
But not everybody in this generation did.
That's
the
real
post
too.
trap,
That's
that
real
trap,
too.
'cause I
But they
ain't
didn't
no
have
shit.
the opportunity to post them. But I've seen some of my parents and they friends' photos when they had the little barbecues get together.
little
I
Kodak
mean, the
and the-
high cut, like super high cut bikinis. I mean, they looked good. And if they was posting them, it would have been all kind of heart
yeah.
It would have been
eyes.
bad.
You know what's crazy?
It would have been letters, bro.
When
Like,
people
you're talking about
nowadays-
people pulling up to the house.
When
Okay.
people nowadays post pictures of their parents back then, and these girls be like, "Damn, he look good. What he got an Instagram shit like?" That's what you talking about, and that for show is real.
Yes.
Like it's his uncle on Twitter right now, like going viral.
I
'cause
seen
Who's
on
daddy in the shade room?
females is like,
They
"Oh,
found
that
him."
I'm like, that
Nah.
shit is crazy.
But
Like,
yes.
got like 6
Them
kids
thirst
already.
traps, they just wasn't accessible. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Right. It's a different type
Exactly.
of
The
trap.
internet wasn't around.
Yeah.
It's a
Yup.
different type of trap.
Them was in Polaroid traps. Nigga.
No, Polaroid.
Polaroid
But I'm not
traps.
gonna lie, that would affect my view on how I look at somebody. If I meet a girl, I get her Insta and I'm on her Insta and all her photos are like thirst traps. I'm not gonna like base me. I'll probably be like, damn.
Right, would you take that person
Yeah,
seriously?
exactly. I'll probably be like, damn. Like,
So initially, it'd be
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be a
Like,
little
it's
hesitant, but
You
that
belong
would
to the
make me want to
street.
go out with you more just to see what you really about outside of those posts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
that too.
Because everybody
That too.
has a true them and a virtual them. Let's be very clear.
That's real too.
There's something
That's
you
real
want to
too.
portray, whether it be for work, for whatever the fuck the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it would make me want to find out who that person is behind that front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, usually don't post your logo.
That's what I'm
moments
saying.
or,
Like, you have a certain like curiosity
Right.
towards them. Like, is this what they are?
If
Yep.
anything, it probably make them a little more interesting.
I don't know
'Cause
about
it
that,
make it-
but
It do, because then it's this point. It's like, ooh, you this person, but when I was with you, you wasn't this person. So who are you really?
got
So
you.
now it gives me this pull-in factor. Like, let me find out what you really about. Versus if you the same as your Instagram and your Twitter, it's like, I know you all around. All right.
But if you see someone's, their appearance online as one thing, do you have certain expectations for when you meet them? And keep it real, please. Like,
absolutely. Like
when you approach them, what do you want?
So some females throw these thirst traps out there and it's shaking ass and all this other shit, and you approach them how they present themselves, but then they be like, "Oh, I ain't like that," but no, cause you out here throwing ass on the gram talking about who gonna handle me. Now I'm trying to handle you, and it's a motherfucking problem.
But that may just be their image that they have to maintain in order to collect their check.
And that's fine. But
Collect
when
what
I
check,
approach
though?
you based
Like,
off
you don't-
of what
artist?
you present.
No, I'm saying we talked about it already. Like some people, like they gain the following, and they start doing ads for companies.
Okay.
But if I approach you based off of what you present, you can't be upset with me because of how I approach you.
Facts.
At that point, set me straight and
That
be like,
sounds
look, that's
real.
just not. I don't get down like that. I show off.
It's all
like
about
that.
how you
Because
say
sometimes what you put out is what you attract.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It
what-
is.
So what type
Like
of
if I
people
put
are
if
attracted
I'm
to
on
thirst
Insta,
traps?
I'm putting out all this image,
Dogs.
and if it does attract that, I can't be mad because that's really what I'm. That's really what I'm.
So are
putting
you
out.
is just as shallow as a person who poses a thirst trap?
Yes. Absolutely. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Half the thirst traps I see, if
But
it's bad, I just want
don't
to poke.
that whole what you put out there, what you attract thing. Like if I decide to wear skin tight pants, a little crop top, and I go outside, and I'm like, girl, you look cute. Go out. And people are barking on the street. You know what I mean? Or
Okay.
like expect you to
Okay.
take their number and do this and that. It's like, no,
See,
I don't think
that's
that's
different,
okay.
though.
But it's the
That's-
same as like their online persona, like who
No,
they
no,
put
no,
out.
no.
Like, why is that
Because-
any different than?
Because that's how you dress. You express yourself in how you dress versus your actions on your story. You know what I'm saying? There's difference.
But that's someone expressing themselves too.
You expressing yourself by throwing ass in a thong.
That's
to,
different than wearing a crop top.
You feel me? Wearing a crop
Those
top and
things
some
there.
leggings to.
There's.
to
I feel like
fuck.
there's like
Somebody
there's.
working on cameras. Totally
That's
different to me.
completely different.
I think I definitely wouldn't. It's like
And you
I'm.
not a stripper?
I would draw the line of saying like if somebody got like I don't know, tights, like very like sexual provocative, and they're walking past you like you're allowed to catcall and whatever, I would disagree with that. But what I would say is like if they're on social media like twerking and like just ass all over, and if somebody slide in the DMs and like try to see what's good, I would, as a guy, and this might be wrong, I don't care, but as a guy, it might be because you're throwing ass on the gram. So when people like slide in your DMs, you can't say, why the
that
fuck are you
nigga-
being sexist?
Why you being thirsty?
Maybe,
No, I'm
and
not
I'm not
saying
saying
that.
I'm not saying because just because you throwing ass, it's okay for guys to be sexist and like pull up on you on the DMs. But I'm saying like if I like pull up on the DM, it's like damn, like
You gotta expect it.
whoa. Then it's
no,
like you
I
can't
definitely
say
think you gotta
like
expect it, but it's like some people like
Not even
expecting you to
expect it,
have
but don't be
sex
surprised.
with them. You know what I'm saying?
that's a whole
Like,
different
I mean,
story.
that-
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that's the hope.
No,
let's be clear. let's be very clear. That's the hope.
I already knew you was going wild
you
out.
throwing-
I wouldn't say that.
It's not
I wouldn't
even
say it even
wild
it's the hope, but
Bro, you out here, she out here throwing ass, being hella sexy, doing all this shit. As a male, as a man, even a woman, like you have attractions and lust is a thing, like you said.
Yeah.
It comes to a point to be like, damn, I'm sexually attracted to this individual. Let me see what's up. Because the hope is maybe I can hit. You know what I'm saying?
but you assume the girl shaking her ass is gonna let
that's
you.
a big.
You
that's a
assume
big
that
thing
you
too.
might have
That's
a
big
chance
thing.
because she's sexually free.
You might
know
have
what I'm
more of a
saying?
chance than
More
those
of a
But
who
you
get
know
it.
what's
versus
interesting?
approved.
Sometimes those people are the people who are a little less comfortable in
Absolutely.
their skin.
Right,
And
that's
they're not
just-
going to be.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
But it
who
don't
the
look
fuck-
like it.
Yeah, who am I to say, oh, she may not want to? I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Right, but you ain't going to the girl in the library
Right.
who puts some library
No,
books all day.
right,
You
nah.
gonna be flying her DMs,
Because I ain't reading
and
with
she
you all
might
day.
be better.
Hell nah, fuck them books.
Yeah, she might be better. So,
Okay, so I think we can wrap up this topic.
yeah.
For sure. All right, for sure.
So the general just is like if you post a thirst trap, expect some thirsty people.
Yeah.
to
Well,
find
not,
it.
not even thirsty
Expect
people.
a bell.
Comments. Yeah, a bell finna pull up in your DM.
Stop.
Right.
You're like,
Stop
so
playing
that's
me.
what we
Stop
doing?
playing me. That's not me.
Oh,
But
so that's what we doing? Bet.
if I got a solid relationship with you, I might,
Oh, now
I
he
might
got
say
the
something to
precursors.
empower you. But
hell no.
you feel me?
Okay, follow us on Next Topic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We will be back next week with another topic. I do not know what the topic will be. You guys can submit a
Just
topic
submit more
in the
topics for us to
comments.
talk about.
Yeah, if we pick your topic, we'll shout you out.
gonna decide.
Do we want to do any shout outs right now?
Anybody got a shout out?
Absolutely. We're going to shout out Hype and Culture out of LA. Shout out to you, J Brown on Instagram. His name is Darius. Good looking out. Any other?
Shout outs?
I got some shout out.
No, you do.
You don't.
I don't be prepared.
I
with the
know.
shout
I know
outs.
you do.
I wasn't either.
I'm gonna save them for the future. I'm gonna save them.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Well, thanks for watching.
Shout out my Instagram, Cool Key, COOLKEYES. I'm getting good at this now.
I
No.
think you should change that.
No, I shouldn't. Okay, yours.
My Instagram is shads_space SHADS_space at Instagram and on Twitter.
Mine is Clicks by Cam everywhere. KLICKSBYKM. Clicks by Cam.
Mine is Abby Russ. So ABIIRUSS. ABIIRUSS.
Did you spell it twice?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Abby
the
Russ
phone
on
numbers.
Insta.
So long.
And yeah, that's it.
Well,
so we'll see y'all next time.
See y'all next time.
We out of here, gang in the building.
What game?
This is the next topic, gang.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, if that was decided to stand.